Absolutely. Okay. So mainly writing today. So very quickly, get your pencil, and your pen. Get your pencil and your pen. I want you to answer the following questions. Not in the chat box, not in the chat box. Use a pen, use a paper. Okay. I want to see everybody writing, that sound, scratching away, scratching away. Here's your questions then. Come on. You write your answers. Write your answers, please. Write your answers. Not in the no chat box. The chat box is closed. So write them all down on a piece of paper with a pencil. Come on, come on. I want to see you writing. How long's the exam? Where is the exam? When is the exam? How long is the, oh, sorry, how do you do the exam? Okay, you've got exactly 3 minutes then, 3 minutes to answer these questions. Okay, I can see you've more or less finished writing now, most people. Okay, here's your answers, of course. So it's how long is the exam? 2.5 hours, right? Where's the exam at Ampi Salamanca? You all know where Ampi Salamanca is, right? Next to Telepizza, opposite the bank. Okay, in Salamanca. It's Avenida Portugal, Avenida Portugal. And when 12th, 13th of December, how are we going to do the exam? We're going to do it in person on paper. So it is not a remote exam. Who's going to be there? Guillermo and Jose and I will be there. And then what do you have to do? Remember, lots of exam practice, okay? Lots of exam practice. Do your speak pal, do your week wise, which are two things which I've sent you, and also do your skills booster books. Okay, I've also sent you some messages, some audio messages, which I'd like you to answer. This week, not many people have answered the audio messages. And it is very, very good practice because it's quite difficult for everybody to practice speaking during our sessions. Okay. Which part is first on Saturday? The listening. Okay. And which part lasts 8 to 10 minutes? The speaking. And which part has only 2 questions? The writing. And can you use a dictionary? Absolutely no. No dictionary. And which part is second? The reading. Okay.
Joshua, can you please remember us the duration of the listening and the writing?
Okay, so if we now listen, if we have our exam, let's look in the chat box and maybe I can write it down. If we know that the speaking is going to be 8 to 10 minutes, okay? And then we know the listening is going to be approximately 20 minutes, okay? Which means if you're doing B2, the reading and writing is about 1 hour, 40 minutes. And if you're doing C1, then the reading and writing is about approximately 2 hours. Okay. So it's like an extra 20 minutes for the C1. So this time, however, when you're doing your reading and writing, you decide. You can do it all at the same time. You can do the writing first and then do the reading if you want to. Okay. You can do one reading, then some writing, and then some reading again. You decide however you want to do it. Okay.
What do you recommend us?
I recommend you do the easy reading parts very, very quickly. Okay. And then you go back, have another look at the reading, and make a note of the questions which are more difficult, and then go on with the writing. And then give yourselves at least 10 minutes at the end to go back and correct the reading. All right. So it's very, very important that you answer everything. Okay. There's no minus points. No minus points. So that means if you answer and it is not correct, it's 0. It's not -1. Okay, which means you must answer. All you can do, the only possibility if you answer, sorry, a bit noisy. The only possibility of answering is you get an extra point or you get no point, but you will never have a negative effect. Oh gosh, I've got the whole police force here. 1 second. Okay. And the ambulance, I think. Okay. Okay, let's think about writing, because there's 2 things you need to know about writing. One is your actual writing, okay? Spelling, grammar, vocabulary, you know, using negatives, affirmatives, the verb tense, using collocations, idioms. Excellent. Most of your stuff is really, really good. The second thing is what we call the actual task. So are you actually writing what is meant to be written? Are you writing in the correct format? And is the order of what you're writing very, very clear? Okay. Now, I already told you there are two things which we cannot use, which is etc., etc. So this, let's look at it, etc. And okay, so these two things absolutely forbidden. You can't use etc. And you can't use dot, dot, dot. These do not exist in English as part of written, okay? Etc. and dot, 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 dot are substitutions for writing, okay? It's en vez de escribir, escribes etc. o escribes dot, dot, dot. Es cuando no tienes nada que escribir. Es decir, no sé qué poner ahora. Y esto no vale. Okay? So never, ever, ever. So those are important things. And the other thing, you are writing, so it is not in note form, please. So you cannot write number 1, number 2, number 3. When you're writing, you have to write first, second, next, and finally, for example. So first, second, next, and finally. Or you can use nice words, which is like moreover, furthermore, again, and finally, or to summarize. So those are important points. And the other point, which we said once again, and this week there were so many, again, of your writings, where the question is, do you agree? Okay, and we said, mangoes better than grapes. Okay, I'm going to have a fruit party. Which is the best, a mango or a grape? And I write down to you, grapes are the best fruit for a party. Do you agree? And you must never, ever begin your essay saying, I agree or I disagree. Okay? Because actually, and don't be offended, actually, we're not interested in your opinion. Okay? Nobody's interested in your opinion. All we want to see is, can you write in English? And probably the question whether it's mangoes or grapes or cats or dogs is not a very important question. So if you have a good opinion or a bad opinion, we don't care. All we want is good English, please. Okay? So I'll tell you those things now. Here we go. Get together. What advice can you think of for the writing parts of the exam? Have you got your piece of paper? Have you got your piece of paper? I'm not going to ask you. Here are. This is the advice for the writing parts of the exam. There you go. Write it down. Write it down, please. Come on. Easy, easy, easy. Write it. Don't tell me. Write down the correct version of each sentence, please. One, that's easy. Number 2, that's easy. Number 3, easy. Number 4, that's quite difficult. Ah, okay. Okay, got a minute because I have to go and get some water. Just a second. Okay. Okay, have you got them all? You all got there. 5 beautiful sentences in written English. Okay. Anybody tell me, please? Have you finished or are you still writing? You're more or less finished. Okay. So what's the first one, please? Anybody? First one. Tell me.
Read the question.
Read the question. And the second one?
Show your skills.
Show your skills. And number 3?
No Spanglish.
Yeah. Number 4?
Good structure.
Thank you. And number 5?
Check your writing.
Absolutely. Those are the 5 most important things, okay? So read the question, show your skills. Show your skills means if you are able to include examples of the past, the present, the future, and different conditionals, that's absolutely excellent. If you're able to use connectors, okay? If you're able to use adverbs of time, if you're able to use words like everybody, somebody, somewhere, everywhere, that's showing everything you know. Okay, I notice some of you like to use the conditionals in your writing, and that's an excellent idea. That's an excellent habit. Okay, so show as much as you can. No Spanglish. Okay. Your structure, and this is the important thing when you're doing your structure, when you're writing an introduction, when you're writing arguments in favor, arguments against, and when you're writing your conclusion. And finally, check your writing, because it is absolutely guaranteed that your writing is not perfect. And it is absolutely guaranteed that every time you read it, you will find one mistake. And one mistake, if you correct it, is 1 extra point. Okay? And sometimes you go, no, I've read it 5 times. Read it again. Read it again, please. There we go. Here's a shortcut. Oh my God. Okay. So I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. A shortcut. A shortcut. Shortcut, beautiful word, idiom in English. It's an idiom. It is not a verb. It's a noun. What is a shortcut? What's a shortcut? When you cut your hair? I'd like a shortcut, please.
Smaller street. A smaller way to reach a point.
Oh, good. Okay. So give me an example. Give me an example of a shortcut.
If you are talking about traveling, A shortcut means the shorter way to go to a place. If you are talking about typing, a shortcut is hmm, how do you say, a combination of two keys to give the PC a prompt.
Oh gosh, all right, that sounds quite complicated, but definitely if you have two ways of getting from one place to another place, and you can take a shortcut because you know some secret street or you know some easy way to get there, that's your shortcut. Good. So shortcut, here we are, easy for you. If you need some help with your grammar and spelling when you're writing, what do you do? Here's a clue. Reading helps writing. Reading helps writing. Reading helps writing. What? What does this mean? What can you do? What is the practical way to produce some very good writing very, very quickly?
To read very often.
Read very often, but actually on the day in the exam. And all you have is your exam paper. Okay, all you have is your exam paper.
Yes.
So what is one way which you can, reading helps writing?
Checking the words that are already written in the reading, so you can be sure that you have spelled them well. For example.
Wow. Okay, yeah. You can come and sit right at the front of the class in the exam because that's right. That is absolutely correct. Yeah. If you don't know a word, or you don't know how to spell a word, or you're not sure of a structure, well, listen, you have a lot of reading texts. Okay, there's a lot of reading texts which you can look at. Now, I don't want you to copy a sentence, but you can definitely copy a structure, and then you know that structure will be perfect. And just change the verb or change the noun, or change the tense, whatever you like. Okay, but that way it will be perfect. Okay, and then use some verbs. There we are. It's a beautiful. We have this word. It says here, the population of London in 1377 was around 40,000 people. Around 40,000. Not approximately, around. Now, there's a lovely adverbial, isn't it? It's a lovely word, around. Okay. Also, we can see here the word perhaps. Perhaps. Another beautiful word. Okay. We've also got the word like, online shopping. All right, online shopping, fair enough. Okay. Also, has also become in this writing. And you think, well, actually, has also become. I'm sure I could incorporate that into my writing, and it's going to sound really good. Not also has become, or has become also, but has also become. So we know it's in exactly the right order as well. So remember that. I'll tell you that in Spanish again, just in case. Si te quedas un poco así y dices, necesito un poco de inspiración, pues tienes a tu disposición unos textos en el reading que ya habrás contestado y puedes decir, bueno, aquí hay una estructura o me aclara cómo se escribe, cómo se utiliza el maybe o el perhaps o los adverbials, el everyone, el everybody, el somewhere, el nowhere. Y digo, oye, pues mira, voy a mirar y le voy a copiar esta estructura en mi writing. Y vas a quedar muy bien. Okay? So it's a very, very good way. Very, very good. And it's instant. So reading helps writing. Don't forget. Reading helps writing. Let's do some writing together. Okay? Just remember, questions 8, question 9, the shorter one is going to be about 20 minutes, the longer minimum, and the longer one about 25 minutes minimum. So the time you want to spend is between 45 minutes and 1 hour. Okay? Between 45 minutes and 1 hour. And normally we know that question number 8 is an email or a letter in response to question 7. And we know that question number 9 is an essay or a review. Okay? We've already said that. And we know this. Okay? Okay. And here are just some examples: email, letter, and we're talking about functions very often, a functional language, which is complaints, suggestions, giving feedback, answers, queries, requesting, offers, opinions, a call to action, okay? And that's in your letter, it's saying, call to action, please call me tomorrow, okay? Or please send me the tickets by post. That is saying exactly what you want. Why are you writing, or at the end, what you expect? And with our essay, again, listen, your essay can be experience or it can be imagination, right? So if you live in a small town called, Moriscos de Castellano or something like this, or Campaspero, all right, or wherever you live in this small town somewhere, and it says, write about in your town, they want to build a big car park. Think about the advantages or disadvantages. Well, probably in your town called Moriscos, there's no advantages or disadvantages because there's no problem parking. So you can't talk from experience. You need to talk from your imagination. Okay? I think you need to talk from your imagination. And if you have a very creative imagination, you can imagine, well, actually, I live on the moon. Okay, I live on the moon and we don't have too many problems parking, actually, because there's no gravity. So the best idea we thought of would be to have invisible cars and rockets, okay? And then we can park them anywhere we like. That's absolutely fine. Or I live under the sea, like SpongeBob, okay, in Bikini Bottom, something like this. I live under the sea. So the most important thing is to have the cars covered by bubbles or something like this. You do not need to use experience, use imagination. Sometimes it is easier to do that. And then remember the subjects: food, travel, school, money, music, work, people, animals, life, traffic, city life. It could also be culture, celebrations, probably not history, geography, okay? The difference, travel and holidays and vacations as well. Sport. Anything you normally talk about is a perfect subject and they can be used. Okay. So we're going to look. Let's see. Here's some. We have a message here. Miguel. Okay, copied it. Thank you. All right then. Well done. Okay. Here we go. Here's some writing. Let's think about the style of this writing. Let's think about the style of this writing. Okay. I want you to have a look, please. I want you to have a look. If you, okay. Right, here we are. So look at this. It says eggs. Eggs. imagine you're writing. Where would you write this? Where would you just write eggs, please? Anybody? Where would you write this? Eggs. In this somewhere, it's right. Eggs, question mark. Where would you write that?
In an informal context, maybe.
In informal context, very possibly. Yeah, that's a possibility.
For instance, on WhatsApp.
WhatsApp. Okay, so let's imagine Eduardo. I send eggs with an exclamation, and Eduardo, you look at your telephone. This is eggs. What are you doing? What's the purpose? What's the reason for sending this message?
Is there something to do with Easter?
No, not necessarily.
Perhaps that something is going wrong. Like an expression.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely no problem there. This is literally eggs. Okay. So Alicia, if I send you the message, it says eggs, what will you do?
For example, when you are in the supermarket and somebody asks you, what are you looking? And you say eggs.
Well, absolutely. And if I send you a message or I give you a piece of paper which says eggs, it means please buy some eggs for me, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Absolutely. So very informal. It might be a post-it note or it might be a text message or something like this. Okay. What about the second one? The second one. First of all, can you read it for me? Can you read what it says? Can you read? Lourdes, are you there?
Yes.
Okay.
15 January 2018.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. 15th of January 2018 or 2018. That's fine. Where would we see this? Where would you write it?
When we do a letter, at starting a letter.
Absolutely. Very good. Is it formal or informal?
I think formal.
It's formal. Absolutely. So if you're going to write a letter in one of your writing and you decide that you want to write the date, it's not absolutely necessary. But if you do, then you need to use this format, please. Okay? Use that. Don't write down this. Don't write that because that has no value. Okay? No linguistic value. No points. But if you write it like this, 1 extra point. Okay? Okay. What about this one? Stop racism. Okay. Where would we see this one? Where would we see this? Cristina Sanchez. Where would we see this? Stop racism.
Maybe for easy. Or I say.
And an essay.
Essay, yeah.
But where would you see this? Where would you see it written?
Advertisement.
Maybe an advertisement. Yeah, an advertisement. What kind of advertisement? What's it an advertisement for?
Maybe for I don't know, how do you say, a manifestation?
How do we say it in English? What's the word we use for a political event where people want to protest?
Manifestación in English. I don't know, how do you say?
Demonstration.
A demonstration. Okay. Yeah, Okay. A demonstration. A manifestation is completely different. Okay. Manifestation would be like a spiritual appearance of the supernatural. Okay. That would be a manifestation. So a demonstration. Absolutely. So you might see it on a poster, right? Yeah. An exclamation. Good. Please park somewhere else, it says. Please park somewhere else. Alba. Alba.
I think that for give some instructions.
Yep.
Or like say a polite notice.
A polite, wow, that's excellent. A polite notice. Yeah. Good. Yeah, absolutely. A polite notice. Yeah. Okay, good. On the street. Okay. What about this other one then? Felix. Felix. Are you there? Okay, Sandra. Oh,
can you hear me?
Yeah,
can
I
you
can
hear
hear you.
me?
Perfect. Thank you. So what would this be? 9 a.m., 11:15 a.m., 2:30 p.m. What's that?
Maybe when you're talking about when you are traveling, or
And so what do we call that? That's a collocation. What's the word we use for this?
schedule? No, schedule.
Schedule's okay. Good.
Schedule.
Or what's the other word?
Timetable.
Yeah, lovely.
Timetable. Okay.
A timetable. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait. What's a timetable? But what's the times table? What's a timetable is this? 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11:15, 2:30. What time is my train? Okay. But what's a times table, please? What's a times table? Any idea?
A list of times for different activities.
It's for arithmetic.
Absolutely, for arithmetic. Look. Oh, sorry. So the times table is, tell us, Miguel Angel.
2 times 5 equals 10.
Continue.
So it means for multiply?
Yep.
Multiplication?
Multiplication. But this is just one part of the timetable. What's the rest of the timetable? The times table.
Maybe division, addition? No.
Not only the times table. So the times table would be the times table 5. 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 5 is 15. 4 times 5 is
20.
Thank you. Okay. And the list, okay, it's for children, the times table.
Yes.
Right? If you look at that, 2 times 5. Okay. So times 5. Okay. I'm writing 2. Where would you see this, please? Amanda. I'm writing 2. We can't hear you.
Sorry.
No problem.
Maybe I can write, I am writing 2, for example, in an email.
Okay.
Or in a WhatsApp, or in a formal situation.
Good.
Informal situation.
It's normally quite formal. Yeah. Okay. And it's an
No
excellent.
more formal. I think not.
I think it is.
Because I think formal, I should write usted con.
Yeah, but we don't have that in English, do we? Okay.
Oh.
So it's exactly the same. So I am
It's
writing.
the same?
It's the same, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm writing to is an excellent way of beginning any email and any letter, which is formal. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
What about congratulations? There we go. And Isabel, we say congratulations. Where would you see this? We can't hear you.
Congratulations in a birthday.
Okay. And what do we call it? What's the special thing that you give on a birthday?
In letters in the house for a surprise, for example.
Oh, okay, good. So it might
Or
be
in a school, the
Yep.
alumnos. What is the
For the students.
the student?
Yeah.
The student can prepare for your teacher a
Okay.
surprise and write congratulations in the board
On the board,
in
absolutely.
the board.
Yeah, good idea. Okay, so birthday card greetings, not informal, not formal, really. What about the next one? I will never forget you. Okay, Miguel Vicente. Where would we see this, do you think?
I'm not sure. I don't know if you can read I will never forget you to do something in a letter. I don't know if it's something that you can write when you are writing a letter or.
Of course, but what kind of letter would you be writing?
I think is informal.
Okay, informal. Imagine though, where would you see this? Where do you think you would see this?
Well, I think you can say to a friend or something, or our mate. I'm not sure.
When someone died.
Yeah, okay, yeah, absolutely. Friendly. It's affectionate, isn't it? That's the important thing. An affectionate letter. Yeah.
On the epitaph.
On your epitaph. All right. Okay. I don't think we have to write an epitaph in the exam. Okay. We hope. Maybe a message to your favorite dog who has died recently. I will never forget you. Okay. Possibly. All right, good. Now, what about back in 5 minutes? Where would you see that?
A recipe.
Back in 5 minutes in a recipe? Not really.
A shop.
Maybe in a note when you are in your work and you go for a coffee or something like that.
There you go. You go for a cup of tea. So you're going to have a cup of tea back in 5 minutes. Excellent. And then yours sincerely.
At the end of a letter.
What kind of letter? Is it formal or informal?
Informal.
Quite formal.
A very formal letter, yeah. Okay. Very formal letter. We don't really use it. What's the most common way to finish a letter now?
Cheers.
But that's very informal, isn't it?
Yours
Best
faithfully.
regards.
Best regards. Kind regards.
Yeah. So we can say kind, warm regards. Okay.
Best.
Best. Okay. Yeah. Of course. Okay. Or just regards. Okay. Is absolutely fine. Yeah. Okay. And then these other things, we don't really use them anymore. Okay. So we'll leave those. Now people don't even bother. They start using emoticons, don't they? So, but what do they go on? Let's have a look. I can't get them back, can I? Okay. Yeah, there you go. LOL. What does that mean?
Laughing out loud.
Laugh out loud. Okay. In your text message. What about WTF? That's a very common one.
The second one.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Okay, now listen, I have to write this. I do have to write this. And obviously I have to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means if it's got 5 stars, that it's a very, very bad word to use. Okay. A very, very bad word. Okay, but yep, there we go. So don't put that in your exam, please. Okay. What about IMHO, which is?
In my humble opinion.
Okay, in my humble or honest, yeah, or humble opinion, absolutely. And finally, BRB means?
Be right back.
Be right back. What does that mean? What is the equivalent in all the sentences here to be right back or BRB?
Back in 5 minutes.
Back in 5 minutes.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, very good. Okay, so a very good command. Excellent, excellent. Let's write something together. Okay, let's write something together. We'll do it like last week, which I liked. Okay, there we go. We're going to write a short email. We're going to talk about food. So, oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Excuse me. We're going to write an email. Okay. Write an email to Mr. Smith. You can use that. You can do it on your computer. No, you can't. You've got to do it on paper. Paper and pen. Paper and pen, please. Okay. Write an email to Mr. Smith, your college tutor, explaining that you would like to make some changes to the meals at the cafeteria. Explain 1, why you're writing. 2, something you read or saw with ideas for better food. And when and how you would like to discuss this with Mr. Smith. Okay. Now, maximum, this is going to be a maximum 150 words. All right. And maximum 50, 75, 50. Okay. Maximum. So you can write a bit more about the ideas for good food. Okay, we're going to do this. I'm going to give you 15 minutes to do it. The most important thing, let's think before we do it. Let's think together. We need some ideas, and the ideas, part 1, which we said, why are you writing? So you're going to suggest that you would like to make some changes to the meals. So why? What I mean, obviously, if you want some changes, you don't like the meals. So let's see. Let's brainstorm a little bit and let's get the ideas before we go and write. So here we go. We'll go round. Let's go round. Okay, Pietro.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me why do we want to make changes? Give me one idea.
Because We found many flies on the sandwiches.
Okay, there are lots of flies. Oh my God, disgusting. Lourdes, something else. Why do we want to change the meals at the cafeteria?
Because the meal is no healthy. There are
Unhealthy
no
food.
vegetables.
Okay. And no vegetables. Okay, all right. And Maria Gonzalez, why do we want to change the menu?
Because there are not many options.
Okay, so not many options. Absolutely, that's good. And Marlene, another reason maybe we want to change the menu.
Because it's so expensive and it's not a very quality food.
It's so expensive. Yep. And poor quality. Wow, okay. Yep. Right, that's nice. Thank you. And Alicia, another reason.
I'm thinking, for example, because the cafeteria don't have too much space in the to work well.
Not enough space. Okay, thank you. And Nuria. Another reason, Nuria.
It's
Oh,
sorry,
Nuria
sorry.
Sancho, sorry.
Well, I think probably that could be another reason. It has a lot of sugar. Well,
Oh,
it's
too much sugar. Yeah, thank you. Miguel Angel, another reason we'd like to change the meals.
Yes. We need to offer food without pork for Muslim pupils.
So we need some, yeah, go on.
But, yes, halal food. But not at the same price, but £1 more expensive because we have pork food normally in Europe. So special options must be paid for those who want this kind of special options.
Okay, so halal food with a supplement, all right. And Maria Peinador, what do you think? Another thing.
Sorry, I thought you know, but for example,
Oh wow, you're just speaking and you stopped. You come for a
there's
say, say again.
Because for example, there is not vegetarian options. Could be.
Okay, no vegetarian options. Okay, good. Wow, that's okay. And one more. Come on, one more. All right. Jimena, come on, give us another reason we'd like to change the meals.
Because we look for something more attractive to the customers.
Oh, something a bit more attractive. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you've got many reasons there. Okay. You've got many reasons there. Come on. You got 5 minutes to write down your introduction. Your introduction. 5 minutes. Take a piece of paper. Come on. 5 minutes. Just 5. Dear Mr. Smith. Dear Mr. Smith. How do you begin? Dear Mr. Smith. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, 1 minute to finish off what you're writing. Okay, this is only your introduction. Okay, so 5 minutes. And only 50 words max. Okay, all right. Have you finished? I can see you finished. Jimena, read us your introduction, please.
Okay, dear Mr. Smith, I write to you because I'm the person in charge of the cafeteria. I've been thinking about the meals we offer, and people tend to ask for fast food or something to take away. Our meals are more expensive and elaborated and aren't very attractive for the customers.
But so hold on a minute, but why do we want to change the meals at the cafeteria?
Yeah, because we can take more money if we offer more fast food or more food to take away.
Very good.
And less
Very
elaborated food.
good. But did you say I'm writing to you, or did you say I write to you?
I write to you. Okay, yes, I'm writing.
I'm writing to you.
I'm writing.
Okay. That's very nice. Very nice. Okay. And Alicia, what did you write, please?
Dear Mr. Smith, I'm not agree with our cafeteria. I think that we need to make a lot of changes. It's so expensive and it has a poor quality. Also, the meals aren't attractive to students, and we don't like to buy things such as this.
Is it I'm not agree or I don't agree?
I write I'm not agree.
But one of them is correct and one of them is not correct.
Maybe I don't agree.
Ah, excellent. Okay, so I don't agree. Good. So very good. That's very good. Excellent. And one more. Then here we go. Sandra, what did you write?
Dear Mr. Smith, first of all, good morning. How are you? I hope you're doing well.
I'm writing you because I'd like to make some change to the meals at the cafeteria. As you know, many people have their breakfast or lunch there. So that's why I want to talk this with you.
Okay. All right. Many people go there. Yeah. Okay. Could be. Could be. Sounds is very nicely written. Very nicely written. Okay.
Okay.
So, okay. There we go. So tell me somebody, what did we read or see? What are the ideas? You know, I read something, I saw something, I went somewhere, I had a different experience, and I have some ideas for you. So what do you think that experience was, Angelica?
Maybe menus cheaper like another cafeterias.
Okay, so you saw in another, okay, so you saw some cheaper menus in another place, right?
Or maybe
Okay.
investigate on Google.
No, but it's something that you read or saw. Okay. It's not a suggestion.
Okay.
Okay. It's something that you read or saw. So I saw something on Google. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Google. Fine. That's nice. Gonzalo. Another, what could you suggest then? What is it that you saw? No? Marta, are you there? No. All right. And Sylvia.
I suggest eat more fresh vegetable and fruit
Okay, but how did you get this idea? Why did you say that?
because health food um, improve mood and concentration of the people.
And mood improves the mood and concentration. Very good. Thank you. And Maria Angeles, but imagine, where did you get this idea from of improving the food?
A ver, eh, a ver, they more people in the cook to they no people had to know waiting for longer time.
Okay, so you mean make it quicker?
Sí.
Make it quicker. Okay, yeah, but oh, thank you. That's great. Thank you. And Maria, come on, tell me another suggestion, Maria Gonzalez.
Maybe have better quality controls in order to avoid the poor quality and not unhealthy food.
Okay, but where did you get this idea?
Maybe I have seen an article regarding it.
Okay, I read in an article. Good. Okay, saw on TV, heard from a friend. Okay. Okay. Visited a hotel, etc., because it is important. Look, read the question. Something you saw or read with ideas for better food. So it's not just the suggestion of the better food, but you also have to make a reference to this thing that you saw or read. Okay. So 5 minutes. Come on, write your suggestions. Write part two. Write part two of the essay, please. Okay. Okay, I bet you finished now, haven't you? Come on. Yep. You've taken a long time. It's meant to be 5 minutes. You've taken at least 8. Pietro, come on.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I didn't finish it. Okay. Um, Last week, I read a very good article in a magazine of the Horeca field.
Okay, perfect. Continue. Last week I read an article in a magazine. Very good. Yeah.
It explained how to improve the food quality, making more fresh and inclusive meals without the need of having too many options.
Excellent. Good. Continue.
By referring to traditional Italian and Spanish gastronomy, where the mothers and grandmothers used to cook every food on a specific day of the week, the article suggested to apply this simple solution to the cafeteria menu.
Okay.
For example, establishing a specific day for, and I ended up here.
Okay. The only thing which we would is very, very good. The only thing we would need there is some examples.
Yeah, I was reaching the example. For example, establishing a day for I was checking the dictionary. Legumes.
Legumes. Okay.
Legume.
All right.
Legume.
Yeah. Remember, more common to say beans in English.
For every type of
red beans, green beans, white beans, black beans. Okay. Brown beans. Yeah.
Okay. For example, establishing a day of the week for beans. Of course, offering vegetables every day.
Okay.
And always having freshly cooked pasta and also couscous.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so you're given 3 or 4 examples. Very good. Lovely. Lovely. Thank you very much. Okay. And then how are we going to finish? I'm not going to ask you to finish now, but we might finish. Okay. Look, this is a suggestion. So you did some writing. Thank you very much. There we are. Dear Mr. Smith, I'm writing because so many of my classmates have been sick. Okay. So the problem might be the food, but actually it's the effect of this bad food is that my classmates are sick. Okay. So last night I watched an excellent TV program. I saw a documentary. I read a magazine article about the advantages of a vegetarian diet. And I thought of my colleagues. If we give up meat, we will be healthier and more productive. So whoever said there, more concentration, a better mood, very good. There will be fewer cases of obesity and we will feel better and study more. Excellent. And I would specifically like to suggest that we use a few minutes at the end of the class next week to actively discuss the proposal and then send a letter to the school cook. Yeah, is that okay? We're happy? 1, 2, 3. Clear, very clear. Okay, very clear. 3 different parts, so just like yours. Okay, let's do a bit of talking now. Let's do some speaking. Are you ready?
Yes.
Live today. Live. We're going to have a discussion. I would say to you, Nuria, we're going to have a discussion. Okay? And the question we're going to discuss is, don't worry about the future. Don't worry about the future. Think more about the present. Enjoy yourself, Nuria. Nuria, what do you think?
Well, I completely agree. I think that we have to live today and to have fun as much as possible because we don't really know what is going to happen in the future, even tomorrow. So I think that we can.
Of course, but we always have to think about tomorrow. I mean, if you've got some money and you spend it all today, what will happen tomorrow when you have no money?
Well, we have to control our money, of course, but I think that is or we have to do a kind of balance about the things or the money that we can spend and the money that we need for well our necessities.
Okay.
So I think that yeah.
Okay, but what about your health? I mean, if you party and you go out and you drink lots of alcohol and I don't know, smoke cigarettes and things like this, well, in the future, you're really going to suffer.
But it's not necessary to have fun doing all these kind of things. So you can have fun with your friends, going out, and with other kind of activities that are also healthy. So, for example, like dancing or having a talk with your friends.
Okay. And what about the way that we use things now? I mean, we use so much plastic and oil and different products. And so in the future, there won't be anything left for our children. We're using everything now.
Yes, but for this reason, we have to change the materials and the things that we are using in our daily life. So we can reduce the use of plastics and this kind of objects that can damage the environment. So we can change that and use other products and materials that are eco-friendly.
Okay, thank you. Oh, that was very good, very good. Okay. What about this one then? Live today. Don't worry about the future. Amanda, what do you think?
We live today because don't worry about the future because we always think of the future, about the future, produce in us more nervous.
Okay. And is this a good thing or a bad thing if we worry about the future?
Bad.
It's bad. Okay. But, yeah.
We have to think about the future, but always not.
Not all. Well, but I think you
we
do.
have to enjoy the present too.
Well, okay, but don't you think it's better to work when you're young, like you? You can work now, and then when you're older, you don't have to work. You can do anything you like.
I don't understand.
Okay, that if you work now and you save some money, that in the future you can enjoy yourself and go on vacation.
Yeah. The money is good. We save for problem in the future.
Okay.
But think the future always is bad.
Okay. Okay, that's great. Thank you. Thank you. And one more. Here we go with Marlene. What do you think about this phrase then?
Well, I agree with my partners that we need to live in the present, especially because of our mental wellness. We can be all time stressed because of the future, so it's a good lifestyle for living in the present and not in the future.
So you think just enjoy now and forget about the future. Don't worry about the future at all.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's the best idea for enjoying as much as you can, especially because you don't know what's going on tomorrow or whatever. So you should pay attention what you are doing right now, enjoying with your partners and college and your people, your confident people, and being in the present, no in the future.
So eat everything, drink everything, spend all your money, and tomorrow just doesn't matter.
Well, it's not spending all the money because we also need to be responsible, but we also need to not be overthinking all time about what's going on next day or next month because we don't know. We could plan something, but not exactly how it's going to happen. That so it's better to trying to enjoy. You can have so many things planned, but of course, you also need to be and see plans, not to be only focusing on one unique plan because you don't know how it's going to happen or what's going to happen.
Well,
So,
absolutely. But if you live too fast, maybe you're going to die young.
well, that's the reason that you need to live slow. Well, it's not slowly, but like enjoying as much as you can every single moment and situation with the people you are. And that's the main idea for not thinking like in the future or not thinking what you are gonna do in few hours or in a few days. So yeah, you need to be like if you live now and the moment you are gonna live better and of course slowlier and more thinking what you are doing. So
Okay. Thank you very much. That's very
you're
good.
welcome.
Okay. Thank you. There we go. 2 photographs. Easy. Easy. Here we go. Let's see. Let's get Maria Angeles Perez. Are you there?
Yes,
Okay. Can you describe the first picture?
yes. The picture on the left,
Yep.
there is a seeds, a special case for France from France, macarons. Therefore, several colors. It's a imagine very colorful. Pink, and this is a dessert, sweet dessert.
Okay. And the second
And
picture?
there is a boy in a room in a room, and the boy is like Asian or Chinese from China, and there is and have watermelon in her and he's eating it.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
he's
Thank
happy.
you. Thank you. That's lovely. Okay. Felix, please
Okay.
describe the two in 1 minute.
In the left photo, no, there are I think it's a switch or switch, I think, and I see different colors, many of them. And I think is a typical switch of French. I think so.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. The second.
Okay.
Second.
And in the second photo, the second on the right, there are yes, there is a baby. He's eating a piece of fruit. The fruit is red, and I think is the baby is Laurie, and I
Okay.
think is happy. He's
Okay.
happy.
Thank you very much. All right, good. Okay, sweet things. Sweet things. If we wanted to look.
Okay.
Okay, I'll ask somebody else.
Okay.
Okay, so the second part of the question is sweet things. If we had a book about things to eat for dessert, which do you think would be the best photograph and in which situation? Okay, so we're talking about sweet things to have for dessert. Which would be the best photograph and maybe in which situation do you think, Jimena?
Okay, I think the photo on the right side is a good example for a dessert because it's healthy and there is a boy eating watermelon and he's smiling. He's like he enjoy to eat fruit. Then not ever a dessert has to be sweet or many sweet or with so much sugar. Then I think, for example, in a scholar I don't know the name, in a school cafeteria or
Yeah.
where the children sit,
Yeah.
it can be a good example, the picture on the right side.
Mm-hmm. Continue.
The other picture, perhaps in another context, can be also be a good example. For example, if you are in a restaurant or also in a Chinese restaurant, they have sweets very similar like the picture. Then
Oh,
it
thank
can
you.
be another
Thank
example,
you.
but I prefer the other picture.
Okay, thank you. Okay, then that's good. And again, Maria Gonzalez. So, which do you think would be the best one for a book about desserts and sweet things?
Well, the first picture stated on the left would be the best for the dessert book because it shows 6 different macarons that are a typical French dessert that are very, very tasty and very, very sweet. So this kind of picture will reflect the sugar and tasty classical dessert for that example. Maybe this picture also give us maybe the flavor because we can see different colors that probably refer to different flavor. For example, the brown one could be related to chocolate. The one above this one that is completely hot pink could be strawberry. Maybe the the green one in the middle could be matcha. That's right now, very common in all cafeterias for desserts. So definitely this would be the picture that reflects the most what you said before.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, well, that's absolutely perfect. So it is quite difficult sometimes to have to do that, isn't it? To continue talking. But remember, if you come to the point where you don't have anything else to say, then you can always say the negative things about the other photograph. Okay? So if you don't know what to say, and you think, well, and the second photograph, well, the room is not very nice and the quality of the photograph isn't so good, and the boy is eating with his mouth open, that's disgusting. So you could always say there's different reasons why you would not use the other one. Okay, good. Excellent. Thank you. And role play. You can't go out. Now listen. So you ask your lazy friend, always your lazy friend, to do some things for you. Not with you, for you. Okay? You need to persuade them to do 3 things for you. Okay? Do you understand? Mario, are you there?
Yeah.
Hi, Mario. Okay, so I'm your lazy friend.
Okay.
You can't go out and you want me to do some stuff for you. So please begin. I say, hi, Mario. How are you?
Hello, Joseph. I'm bad.
Why?
that you know
What wasn't
I'm a
working?
bit ill.
Yeah.
I'm COVID. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not. It's strange nowadays, but the doctor says that yeah, I have COVID.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going. I'll see you later. Bye.
No, no, please. I want to tell you that if you can go to the supermarket and buy for me some donuts because I want sugar. The doctor says also that it's very good for headache to eat some sugar. So please buy it for me and come to my house.
I don't have any money.
Okay, and I can make you Bizum.
Oh, all right. Okay, I'll go to the supermarket. Anything else?
Yes, I need well, it's a bit boring to be home 24 hours. So if you can buy me a book of adventure, for example, I would be very happy with you.
But can't I bring you a book from home and you can just read it, then you don't have to pay? Is that okay?
And also, if you can go to the to visit my cousin because he don't know that I'm ill and he don't have a phone, so I can communicate with
No,
him.
no, no. Send them an email. I'm not going to see your cousin.
You know my cousin.
I know your
You have
cousin,
been with
yeah.
him twice.
Yeah, I do know your cousin. That's why I'm not going. Right, I'll do the other things. I'll go to the supermarket and I'll bring you a book from my place, okay? But you sort out your cousin. I'm not going. Okay.
You are. I have to write a letter for my cousin
All right, yeah.
because you don't want to visit him.
Okay, yeah, right. I'll go to the post office for you. Okay.
Okay,
All right. Thank you. Right, I'll be back in a moment.
thanks.
All right. Very good. Very good. And who else have we got? Okay. Good. And Felix. Felix.
Hello.
I'm your lazy friend. So come on, persuade me. Tell me all the things you need to do or you need to have done, and let's see if I can help you. All right.
All right.
I say, hello, Felix. How you doing?
Okay. Hello, Joshua. I feel bad because I broke my leg and I feel
How?
bad.
How? What were you playing football? Were you on the bicycle?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
I think, and I want, or I would like to do like you, to do some things for me. I need some things. Maybe you can do for me. For example, or for instance, I need to buy some things in a supermarket. Can you help me?
What things?
I need some milk and something and some things to the supermarket that you bring to me.
But
Is
what?
possible?
What? Tell me what it is.
Um I need uh, two, 2 or 3 liters of milk.
Yeah.
Uh, yes, and eggs, and maybe I need a bottle of water. It's
Okay. Oh,
possible that you can bring me.
yeah, all right. Yeah, yeah, no problem. Anything else you need me doing?
Yes, yes. I need like you the other day
Yeah.
my car it doesn't work. And I go to the garage to fix it, and I can't to pick up, and it's possible that you can bring to get my car back.
Okay, all right. Where's the garage?
Garage is it's not far. It's three or 4 miles away. It's near.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. No, I'll go by bike and then come back.
Oh,
All
thank
right.
you, thank
All
you.
right, that's it. I've got to go now. I've got things to do. Okay, I'll see you later.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, good. So that's quite easy, isn't it? Quite easy explaining, asking people to do things for you. Okay. Just remember, persuading to do the things for you. So make sure you read the instructions. That's very good. Okay, right. We'll take a short break now. Speaking. Okay, and then we'll come back and we'll do some, oh my God, some more writing. Okay, terrible, some more real intensive writing for you. Okay, we'll take a 10-minute break and then we'll come back.
Okay.
Okay, good. Very, very good. Well done. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. 10 minutes. So go and have a cup of tea, say hello to the kids, do a Sudoku if you want to, do whatever you like. Now, let's have a look. Now, when we're speaking, tell me, true or false? True or false, in your opinion, before we do some more writing? We're going to do some more writing now. So, true or false? Talk about your town or city. Is that a good idea? What do you think when we're doing our writing exam? Oh, sorry, our speaking exam. Let's talk about our town or city. True or false?
True.
Yeah, you could do. Yeah, could do. But depends. If you live in a place where you can easily identify things, yes. But not if you're going to start talking about, I live in Madrid and we've got the Gran Via, el Parque del Retiro, el Palacio Real y la Latina. No. Okay? You need to be talking about things in English. Remember, so talk about your town and city, but don't use Spanglish, please. Particularly if you live in Salamanca. Okay? You have to say that the Plaza Mayor and the Casa de las Conchas and La Catedral and these things, you've got to say them in English. Lots of monuments and things like that. Okay? Number 2, try using new words. Try using new words when you're speaking. True or false? True or false? So this was true. Okay. Try using new words. Good idea?
False.
False.
False. Okay. Not the best moment to use a new word. Okay. Okay. Speak fast. It sounds better. True or false?
False.
False.
Why? Why is that false?
Because it's better if you speak slow and everybody can understand you.
Absolutely. So it's better if you can speak slowly and everybody will understand you. Excellent. Yeah, perfect. If you don't know a word, say it in Spanish.
False.
False. Why do you say it's false, Miguel Angel?
It's better if you try to say this same idea with a sentence.
For example?
My God. Mm, I couldn't say what I wanted to say 2 weeks ago. because I tried to translate my dead wife or something like that. I don't remember if in English you can say this. But I could have said, my dog was loved by my wife who, as you say, died 1 month ago, something like that.
Well, okay, but yeah, but I don't know absolutely. But I think the problem is if we try to say something too complex and we end up saying it in Spanish, we might become ambiguous, right? So yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, good. What about maintain eye contact with the interviewer? Look at the interviewer when you are speaking in the interview. True, says Anna Isabel. Of course, because the interviewer will say, enough. Stop, 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 time out. All right, you finished. The interviewer will just say to you, thank you. Okay. Don't use expressions like lovely, fantastic. Like, that's a lovely photo. That's a fantastic question. Should we use them? Yes or no?
You can use it, but not abuse of them.
Okay, so that's false. Yes, you must use expressions like lovely, fantastic, and really. Okay, so really, that's another really good one. Okay, because these are words we use constantly in English, really and nice and lovely. Okay.
Joshua, I
Yes.
don't know. I don't know if I don't. I didn't understand you, but when you say if you don't know a word, say it in Spanish. That's true, or
No, I'm sorry, that's false. Yeah.
okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, thank you.
Okay, good. Okay, close your eyes when you're speaking.
False.
False. You could do, but you know, it's not a very good idea, no.
True, if you have got a manifestation.
If you are seeing some spiritual, if you're having an experience, yes, of course. Yeah. Okay, good. If you're seeing a manifestation, yeah, indeed. Okay. Guess. What does guess mean?
Try to, how do you say adivinar? Try to guess.
Try to guess. Try to imagine. What's the meaning of something? No. Try not to guess, please. Okay. Try not to guess. If you don't understand, ask the interviewer again. So if you don't understand, ask the interviewer again. Say, excuse me, I didn't understand the question. So it's a good idea always to continue. Okay, sorry, to ask. So don't just guess, because the worst thing you can do is start talking and talking and talking and talking, and afterwards you say, that's not the question. Okay. Hablas durante 2 minutos y luego te das cuenta que no, la pregunta era otra cosa. Okay, so just wait. If you don't understand, there is no problem for the interviewer to repeat something. No problem at all. What about this? Say something funny. True or false?
Depends on the.
False. For me, false.
Okay. Why?
I think true.
You think true? Why do you think it's true?
Because it's not problem. It's not a problem. You can say something funny. You maybe you're not you don't have to laugh at all because you lose the 2 minutes you have. But I think it's not bad to say something funny.
Not bad to say something funny. Possibly. But yeah, okay. Normally it would be false. Okay. Normally false. But what's the problem, Miguel Angel, of saying something funny?
You have already too many problems to find the right words in English to add a complication looking for something funny.
And
That's not so easy.
of course, if you say something funny and the interviewer says, I'm sorry, I don't understand. Yeah, it's a very difficult situation. I don't understand you. And you say, oh, I've said something wrong. And maybe the interviewer is a very serious person, doesn't want your humor. Thank you. Okay. Or maybe the sense of humor is something which in Spanish sounds funny, but in English doesn't sound funny. Oh, possibly. Okay. And if you don't understand, ask.
No.
True. Absolutely. Okay. So we said, if you don't understand the question, for example, we're going to talk about the seasons of the year. Could you tell me which is your favorite season, please? Tell me what's your favorite season. Nuria.
My favorite season is summer. I prefer the hot weather. Also, we are on vacation, so for me, it's the best season at all. And
Okay. But it's so hot. Oh, it's so uncomfortable when it's hot.
no, I prefer the hot weather, and because it reminds me that I'm on holidays and I have more time, more free time to do other kind of activities and to be relaxed. So I
Yeah,
prefer summer.
but then at night you can't sleep. It's too hot.
No, you can sleep. So you can find a place and probably you have other things to find a breeze or fresh air and to go
Okay.
outside at night
Yeah, but
to have a drink.
most of the day you can't go out and see. If you're working outside, it's really dangerous, isn't it?
Yes, it is, but I think that we have um, some ways to prevent dangerous moments or dangerous moments in which you have a health problem because of the hot weather.
Okay, thank you. Oh wow, spontaneous role discussion there. Thank you very much. Okay. So but if you don't understand, obviously you understood perfectly. Okay, we're going to do some more writing now. Any questions about the speaking? Any questions about the speaking?
Excuse me. Could I add another advice?
You're very welcome.
Okay. For instance, in my case, I like proverbs, and if I can, I use them in writing or speaking. The problem of that is if you know the proverb in English, it's a good idea, but if you know the proverb in Spanish, it's not a good idea to try to translate it during the exam. This is my point. Thank you.
Okay, absolutely. So if it's in, here we are. Look at this proverb. Here's a proverb. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Okay, we understand this, right? You understand that? Do you understand this proverb?
Yes.
Yes.
And in Spanish, it's different. It's like not 2 birds, it's like 100, isn't it? 100 birds flying away. Yeah? And in English, it's just 2 birds. Okay. But you could not translate the Spanish one into English. See, if you said, you know, a bird in the hand is worth 100 birds flying, or 100 flying birds, is that what? I don't understand. So it's ridiculous to translate it normally from English to Spanish. Okay. Okay, good. So good point. No idioms. Right. Thank you. Let's do some more writing then. Here we go. One of the things this week, somebody, I don't know who, wrote an essay, and it was just one complete continuous sentence with commas, because, and, but, and it was one sentence. It was too long. So I said, no. I said 50 points maximum, because it was impossible really to understand the structure. So I'm going to show you something here. You need a piece of paper. You need 10 minutes to do this. You need to be very, very concentrated. Which words in English always have a capital letter? Which words in English always have a capital letter? Let's look in the chat box. So which words always have a capital letter? Days of the week, days, months, good. Nouns, which nouns? Names, yeah. Yeah, names, good, thank you. Names, yeah. Celebrations, Christmas, New Year, Easter, yep, very good. Citizens of countries and words to describe countries, yep. Adjectives of nationality, definitely. Cities, very good. Anything else? And I, of course, I, but not me. No. Mine, my, we. These don't have capital letters, so very good. Yep. Excellent. What's this called? If we say don't instead of do not. What do we call it if we say don't? What does that mean? If we say don't instead of do not, what's that called?
Contraction.
A contraction. Is it possible to use a contraction when you're writing?
Yes.
When?
When it's informal.
Excellent. So when it's informal. So when it's an email, yes. When it's a letter, no. Okay, good. Very good. Okay. Let's have a look then.
Joshua, you cannot write contracts in the writing?
You shouldn't, no.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Only if it's an informal, if you're writing to your friends.
But
Okay?
is better never? Or
Sorry?
Is better never? Never?
Better not to. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Food in the cafeteria. We have a problem. You've read an article on healthy food and have decided to send an email to your boss asking him to improve the food at your work canteen. Oh. Aha. Right. Okay. Have you got your pencil and your pen? There's no punctuation. Okay. Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes. 8 minutes. Okay, I'll give you 8 minutes then. Okay, 8 minutes, please, to try and write the correct version of this. Okay, you need some commas, you need to change some lines, you need to capital letters, you need spaces. You want me to read it for you? Dear Sally, you know how people are always going on about the awful food at work. Well, I was reading my daughter's favorite magazine the other day, and there was a really interesting article. It said that many workers suffer from health problems which could be cured with a better diet. People are also more productive at work and happier with less meat and more fiber. Do you mind if I make some suggestions to the cook? Sorry. I think we need more salads, less salt and sugar, and a greater range of fresh local products. Thanks. Let me know. See you, Bill. I'll leave you then for 8 minutes. Let's do some writing, please. Excuse me. You had a lot more. So look, okay. Now, so look at your punctuation, please. Please look at your punctuation. Okay. Okay. And look at this also. When we're writing, it's a good idea to separate. Okay. So we got three very separate. So we've got three very separate sections. Okay. We're talking about food. We're talking about the magazine. We're talking about what I would like to do. So when you're writing, please don't just write a continuous paragraph. Make sure it's divided. All right? Okay. But notice the full stops then. 1, 2, 3, 4. And our question marks. Okay. Now look, I was reading my daughter's favorite article and there was a really interesting article. Full stop. Full stop. Not a comma. Very important. Okay. If we're talking about when we said to show, to demonstrate how much English you know, okay, in this one, which is very, very rich, look, we've got always, which is an adverbial, going on about, or to go on about, which is a phrasal verb, okay? Okay. A really interesting article. So we've used really, which is an adverbial, okay, which gives us more intensity to our interesting article. Right? Look, we have health problems which could be cured, which is using the passive, which is very good. Look, also, we've got a comparative. We've got another comparative there. But we've also got another comparative there. Do you mind if, again, another collocation or idiomatic use? Okay. And here we go again. More, less, and greater comparatives. So we need to make sure that we are including these things in our writing, please. Okay. So look at the style, look at the structure. Now look at this and tell me if you like it. Tell me, is this good or bad, this writing? Okay, here we go. Blog message.
Joshua, excuse me.
Yes.
I have two doubts about the previous one.
Yep.
Could we not use the first question mark?
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not absolutely necessary. Okay. But
And
this is, yep.
okay, sorry. And I use a colon before it said.
Before? Which word?
After interesting article, a colon.
No. No.
Don't you use colon?
Not for that, no. Because that would be if no, not really. No. It's ambiguous at why you're using a colon and not a full stop there.
Because I explain.
But not really. Not really. You could, but I think that it's ambiguous use. So we, yeah, I think it's just a bit ambiguous. So I would not. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, and what about the use of ya instead of you at the end of the letter?
See ya, absolutely fine. Very colloquial, okay? Because it's an ending, it's colloquial, no problem at all. Okay. It's not correct grammatically, but it's colloquial and that's okay. Okay. So let's look at this one, please. You've got the other one. Let's look at this one. I want you to look at this. This is question number 8, a blog entry explaining the importance of teaching school students how to manage their money. And we want to include why children should be taught about finance, some ideas and suggestions, and your own experience. 1, 2, 3. Please read through and tell me, is it good? Is it very good? You can write in the chat box, how many points would you give it? How many points? The maximum is 100 for this essay. Have a look, please. Have a look. Read it very quickly. What's the first problem with this?
That he or she is saying agree, like
Absolutely. Right. That's the first one. So we get rid of that. Out. Okay. That's number 1. Continue. Read it, read it, read it. And tell me.
The problem for the second one could be that it's just one sentence without any comma or full stop or, punctuation mark.
Okay.
No?
Yeah. No, it's not a massive problem because it's quite well written. It's very well written. It could be, but not a big problem. There's a bigger problem. Look at everything together.
It doesn't. She doesn't introduce the argument the argument in a clear way.
Okay, so very good. So which part is it? 1, 2, or 3? So 1, 2, or 3, which gives us the idea what we're looking at here in Y. Which part introduces the idea?
The second one.
Okay, so that's the first thing. So the first thing we have to say is this comes first, right? Okay. It's a bit long, but never mind. And what comes second then? Some ideas and suggestions.
The last one.
It is
The last paragraph.
Yep.
Is the last one.
Some ideas and suggestions. Absolutely. And finally,
His own experience.
Your own experience. Okay, so that's the most important thing. What's the second most important thing? Let me see in the chat box. How many points did you give this? How many points? At what score would you give this? 60, 70, 80, 50?
40.
40? Wow.
Maybe
How much?
60.
But look, how many words? And how many words?
Oh.
It's a fail.
55, 60, 75. Come on. 80. You're being very generous. Maria Gonzalez. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, Maria, that's very low. Okay, because it's very well written. So let's imagine to begin with, I would give this, to begin with, I'd give it 70 because it was excellent. However, I would take off 20% because it's too long. So it's now 20% of 70. So now it's only 56. Wow. You've lost 20% because it was too long. And 56 is not a good score, not for C1. Also, it's not in the right order. So I would take off another 5. And now it's only 51.
10.
You want 10? All right, so we'll take off. But now it's only 46. Complete fail. Okay? It wouldn't, no. But it might get to 56. And so it's only because it was so long. So that was a 30%, sorry, yeah, 30% longer than it should be. That's much too long. If it's 5 or 6 words, it's not a big deal.
Joshua, what would be the maximum extra words that we can put in case that we cannot reduce the writing?
3 or 4.
Only.
5 max. But look, we could easily, let's get a 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, get rid of that. No problem. Okay, so actually, if you've written too much, it's not about, okay, don't worry. You can always get rid of words. It's very easy. Okay, there we go. So we've already got rid of 20 words very quickly, just doing that. Okay. We don't have to say debit cards and credit cards, another 3. So actually, it's quite easy. Yeah. Okay, let's look. Let's do a little bit of reading and writing. Sorry, I want to do this quickly. Here we go. Imagine in question 7, you have a text and you need to create a writing question. Remember? Here's our writing question, a blog message about the importance of teaching school students how to manage their money. Imagine that before you have read an article about the advantages of financial education. So I want you to look here at the text, the first one. It's like, what writing task? What would you have to write here, do you think? You have to write an email to, about, okay? And discuss, suggest, ask, okay? For example, okay? Yeah. So read this and decide what task you would have. What's the writing activity? Tú tienes que hacer la pregunta, okay? ¿Cuál sería el ejercicio escrito que vas a hacer basado en un texto de ese tipo? Only here, please. Okay. Okay, any ideas? Can you write in the chat box? Since writing, can you write a chat box in the chat box? What would your suggestion be, please? Okay. Remember, it would say something like, you have read an article about food packaging. So write an email continue then. So continue. How to be a responsible consumer of food. Okay, that's good. Yeah. More suggestions. Write an email about how to be a responsible consumer of food. Good. More suggestions. I don't want you to write the email. I want you to write the question. Why are rising fast food? About this one, fast casual. Very good. Maria Angeles, excellent. Why is fast food rising? Okay. To talk about new sustainable food packaging. Absolutely. We all have experience of this. Plastic bags, paper bags, bring your own container. Yep. More. Fast food can be more sustainable, Jimena. Okay, how to make fast food more sustainable. Yeah, very good. A couple more suggestions. I mean, you could write an email to your mum, okay, suggesting ways that she could reduce her the new generation is okay, good. The new generation is more worried about food. Very good. Yeah. Okay. 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 Good. Better delivery models to avoid waste. Excellent. Very good. Lovely. Okay, good. What about the second one then? Second one. Now that we know, second one. What's the title then? vegan alternatives to traditional seafood. Well, absolutely. Yeah, very good. But obviously, what are you're going to describe them, yep, and you're going to say why you like them, and then you're going to ask your friend if your friend would like to come and try some of this vegan seafood with you. Yeah, absolutely good. Yeah, a couple more. How to, yeah. How to offer sustainable food without destroying natural. Yep, something like that. No, destroying. Yep, that's good. Imitations of sea life. Okay, could be. Fish that are treated. Okay, the way that fish are treated, absolutely. This is a great example. We could treat our fish better. Yes, very true. Okay. And what about the third one then? What about the third one? What kind of question would that be? Sorry. Odd fish. Yeah. Yeah. The final one then. Remembering your childhood. Thank you, Amanda. A second-hand market, Maria Angeles. Okay, good. Second-hand items. Are they worth it? Yes. Okay. Any more? Yeah. What about this? Collecting antiques, the problems of hoarding. What's hoarding? What does that mean? What does hoarding mean? You can tell me. I'm not hearing your voices today.
Collect things.
When you collect things.
And accumulate them.
When you accumulate too many things, yeah. When you have everything, everything is full of boxes and items and things. Yep. Okay. So you've got 300 teapots or 300 jugs. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, good. So getting behind. So when we see a text, it's really important to understand. Okay, really important to understand what is the intention and what is the instruction and what is the objective of doing it. Okay, here we go. And when we're doing question number 9, we'll do question number 9, which is longer. Okay, here we go. We've got 3 here. Okay, 3. Children, number 1. Okay, children today have so many more choices. Is that good? Number 2, describe a museum you visited. Number 3, shops should not be allowed to sell unhealthy food. Okay, now we have 3 models for writing. Model A, with introduction, arguments for, arguments against, and conclusion. B, introduction, description, important points, summary of opinion. Or introduction, things then, things now and the future, comparison, or conclusion. Okay, so for each of them, for 1, 2, and 3, what would be the best model? A, B, or C? Just read for a couple of minutes and tell me. So this tells us we have different structures we can use in our writing. Somebody ate my U. Okay, Isabel's come in very, very quickly. Anna Isabel. 1C, 2B, 3A. Just have a look though at the possibilities, because we might say that A can be used for 2 different ones, but not necessarily. Let's do the easy one then. Number 2. What's the model for number 2?
B.
B, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, because it's a description. Yep, and it says describe. Okay, excellent. And what about number 3? Number 3.
A.
For
me.
A.
And also C.
Possibly, but number 1 would be
D.
A.
A or
C.
Or
C. So with number 1, we could do A or C, but with number 3?
Number 3, A.
Only A.
Because
Right.
against.
Absolutely. Whereas number 1 could be A or C. So we're going to give it a focus of number 3. We're talking about the past, because here it says children today. All right. And then we're thinking about then, now, and the future. So the fact that we have asked for it to be framed as a time means we're going to do it that way. All right. Understand?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's look at one of them. Okay. Okay, what's our introduction here about unhealthy food? We've been talking about unhealthy food today. Okay, you tell me, I will write for you. Okay, You tell me, how would we begin this then? How would we begin? Angelica, you've been very quiet today. Shops should not be allowed to sell unhealthy food. So, Angelica, describe what is the current situation with unhealthy food?
Nowadays,
Right. So, wow. Nowadays. Excellent. Good. Go on.
we have a lot of choices of unhealthy food on supermarkets.
Oh, unhealthy food. Okay, unhealthy food. In or on supermarkets?
In
supermarkets. Good. Continue.
A ver. The point is that not happens with traditional food because we have the same food and it's difficult to change or to innovate.
It is difficult to innovate. Okay. Yeah.
Also, there are a lot of publish of unhealthy food.
Okay.
That makes that food very
advertising.
Yes, advertising
about
unhealthy food.
Like, give me what's a synonym for unhealthy food?
Not healthy.
Nah.
Junk food.
Junk food. Okay, good. Excellent. That's very good. Very good. Okay. Arguments for. Arguments. Shops should not be allowed to sell unhealthy food. Come on, Jimena, give me some arguments why shops should not be allowed.
Okay. I think that there has to be more healthy controls.
No. That's your conclusion. If you've said, I think, okay?
Okay. Okay, then
that's good. That's good.
It's not very healthy. It's not very healthy to sell food with so much sugar or salt.
Okay.
It's demonstrate that they can damage people or cause many
what?
Illness.
Okay. Fine, fair enough. Okay. Marlene, continue. More arguments in favor.
Well, I was thinking more, I guessed. So
okay, tell me
give
an
me
argument.
just.
Okay.
Well, on the other hand, unhealthy food is a fast way for eating something.
Yep. Okay.
And it helps the current society, especially because we live in a very fast lifestyle.
Okay. Especially because of our past lifestyle. Okay, that's good. Yep. More arguments. Come on. Excellent. Who else have we got here? Mario, give me another argument in favor of letting another
Okay.
argument for,
Because in I think in recent years, especially in USA, people, young people are more obese than in the past.
Okay. Young people have become more obese than in the past. Okay. I'd like to correct in that than in the past. Good. Okay. Another argument against Maria.
Banning this kind of food is not guaranteed that people won't be able to find in restaurants. So there's no point to don't allow in shops if it's only shops. I mean.
Okay. Okay, very good. So there is no point banning the sale in shops.
Or punishing the shops instead of all public places.
Ah, good. Or punishing only the shops. Very good. Yep. Okay. Another one then, a conclusion. Give us a conclusion, please. Christina, Sandra, Maria Angeles, give me a conclusion. Come on.
Yes.
Yep.
It's important to today more advantage. Oh, pardon, spot to inform people the health food.
Okay, about healthy food. And not only put the responsibility on the shopkeepers. Okay, there we go. Is that good? Is that good enough? It's okay, but the problem is we're talking about shops. Okay, if you read this, it's good, but we're talking about shops, and here we don't talk about shops at all. Here we do. Okay, in supermarkets, here we do. The sale in shops, here we do. The shopkeepers, but here we've only answered half the question. We've described unhealthy food, but we have not related it to the shops. All right, so it's important when you read the question, both sides of the question, please. Okay, so very good, very good. There we go. It's not amazing. Okay, it's not amazing. Okay, and this part is actually, look, using artificial intelligence, AI, to help you. But I've already told you in the WhatsApp group. Okay, I've already told you in the WhatsApp group, when you write something, you send it to me, but afterwards copy it into whatever you use, Perplexity or Claude or I don't know, the Genesis or these other ones, and see their suggestion as well, please. Okay, because it's going to be very personalized. Let me stop recording now.